Hello everybody, Houston here for another gold update. I hope you guys are having a great day or a great night and also a great weekend. And first things first, guys, don't forget to hit the like button, share it for friends, subscribe. We are exchanging here my knowledge for your time. Both are precious and we keep growing together. Okay, and let's jump into the charts. Okay, so this is going to be a quick update. We didn't had a big change since my last update. And if you guys remember, this is our next target, 2584, but we are not going to reach right now or in the short time frame, okay? But yeah, that's our next target for bullish continuation. Doesn't matter how it's going to be. Let's take a closer look. Oh, just a second. Okay, so let's start here. As you guys can see, we already have a shadow candle here on the monthly, which is very significant, but is not over yet. Okay, for bearish continuation here in the short time frame, we are looking for a complete structure before any bear break, and I'm going to show you in the lower time frames. So let's keep going. Okay, so as you guys can see, we had a bearish spinning top and then we dropped. We didn't lost the floor yet. As you guys can see, we still have a marginal higher high compared with the previous one at 1661. But that's not the level I'm looking for. Okay, as you guys can see, 1597 is the one that I'm looking at, but it will depend on how we go down, okay? Because this is a strong level. As we traded before, we were watching this level for a long time, and the question is how we are going to drop and if it will be enough for a retrace before later bullish continuation. Okay, let's jump into the 3 days. Okay, not great, and I'm going to show you on the 4 hour chart why. Let's jump into the daily. Okay, so here on the daily it is clear, but just a second. Let's highlight the lines here. Just 1 second, hold your heads. Okay, so for the first level at 1661, we made a higher low here, but we got a breach, a small breach here. So this one here is 1670, and this one is a few cents breach. Not a big deal, but it's not looking great. And why? Because we don't like flat bottoms for later bullish continuation. Okay, and let's keep going to the 4 hours so we can have a better idea. So I highlighted in the previous video that we had this bullish continuation structure right here, which we traded, and well, we made amazing profits here. And right after, we were looking for this one right here. We had a falling wedge. Just a second. So this was our first leg, then our second leg, and then we had a fake bear break here, which we were 100% symmetrical, and we end up with a bear break. Let me show you. Just 1 second, hold your heads. Okay, so oops, just a second. Okay, so as you guys can see, also another thing here, for this trade we didn't make the target, but we were very close to the first one and a bit far away from the second, which was 1793 if I'm not wrong. And so right after we start to look for this falling wedge here, which played out, but we had a fake bar break here, and yeah, we longed right here, exactly at this point. We were waiting, we saw the fake bar break, and we made our longs. And if I'm not wrong, we closed it right here because we saw the potential for bearish continuation. And so what we maybe, just a second, let me clear this guy here. And so we had the payoff for this guy here that was around 50%, which is somewhat the golden rule. And right now it is still possible. Okay, so let's highlight the floor as well. Just a second. Okay, as you guys know, I don't trade resistance and support levels. Okay, I don't address or look for such levels. But yes, let's highlight this one. And so this is our flat structure, which is not bullish at all. It's not a big deal. And as you guys can see, we are developing somewhat another falling wedge. Okay, and if this one plays out, okay, let's presume we may end up with another structure like the previous ones. And the payoff for this one right here can also be 50% again. Okay, if we take a look here, just a second, hold on. Okay, so as you guys can see, the target for a bull break payoff is going to be around 1707, which is possible, but we're still not sure yet because it's not clear. So let's say we end up with this, or even a move to the golden mini. Okay, so those are the levels we are watching. If this falling wedge plays out, so far it's speculation only. Okay, we don't have technical evidence for such. And then the thing for this outcome here, let's say even at 61 or even at 780, we still end up with lower high, another lower high, sorry, flat bottom that will lead us to a bearish continuation pattern. Okay, so and the possible targets for this bear break are going to be around this level right here. Okay, if I'm not wrong, let me see here, just a second. Yeah, it's going to be somewhat around 16 and 13. And yes, so this range right here, even if we pierce, we will have odds on this area for bear traps. Okay, because the 1597 range is very significant. Okay, that's the one that I'm looking for. Or and yes, even a breach in this structure here, a bear break, we still end up with a higher low, which would be amazing for later bullish continuation. Okay, so it's going to be a step-by-step process. We will look for each pattern and each level, yeah, one step at a time to understand better how much this retrace can be. Okay, it is also true that external like news and etc., about the weakness on the dollar, can boost gold. So just like we saw a few weeks ago when the Fed made an announcement and gold skyrocketed. So just a second. Let me see if I'm not missing anything here. Hold your heads, just a second, please. So one of the reasons I also not going to address, and I'm not addressing this level right here, or top, it's because, just a second. Okay, it's clear. So why I'm not looking at this level right here, the previous all-time high? Because the level that matters for me right now it's 15.97. I don't believe we are going to have a strong a breach, okay? But let's acknowledge this scenario as well. So for example, let's say that we end up with a strong sell, okay? The next level that we will be looking at is it's probably going to be, just a second, this one right here, 13.65. Let me see if there is another one here. Okay, we don't have, but we also have the hidden level for the 50% average price on this range, which is going to act as support, no doubt. Just a second. Okay, so it's for 14.76, and so let's say the 15.97 don't hold. We will look for 14.76, and even if we make it even, which is unlikely, to 13.65, we still end up with higher lows, and for the bigger picture, remember back in the day we had a similar structure that led to the bull break, okay? And so let's say gold take longer for a major bull break, we will still have the same kind of structure playing out in the bigger time frame, which can be something like this, okay? This is not a guesswork, just one idea of what I am expecting if such scenarios play out, okay? I strongly don't believe we are going to have a breach on this level right here, okay? It's almost close to zero, because we had a lot of just a second. Okay, so this structure right here, so as you guys can see, back in the day we had this bearish structure that led us to a bear break, and right after the structure for the bull break. So in my humble opinion, this structure right here, all the both, okay, the bearish and the bullish, are the battle of midway before or later bullish continuation. And if we look, zoom out just a second. Okay, so if this scenario plays out, this is going to be, like I highlighted before, our bottom or the beginning, and even the whole structure here can be the battle of midway, okay? So far it's only for this range right here, and later on we are very likely to close above 2584. I strongly believe we are going to make a higher move, and then we are going to retest this level here, okay? And so as you guys can see, this will be the beginning or the first one, the battle of midway, and our next all-time high, following the three patterns of things, a thing that I already highlighted and talked before in other videos. So guys, I believe this is everything for gold right now. Like I said, we have a lot of activity here to track, to wait for things to play out or not. And yes, maybe you keep watching. And I believe this is it for now. Let me take a quick look on the chat. Just a second. Greg, my brother, how are you doing? Nick Mosaic, yo buddy, how are you doing? Hey Jen, hello my friend, thanks for your effort and education for us. I worked before you for check myself and I found near levels look like you. I'm very happy to learn. Thanks again for how I fish. My friend, you are very welcome. I'm glad you are learning a thing or two. And yeah, let's keep going. Akriba namer. I always struggle to pronounce your name. Hi, my friend. Maybe at 1460 will be good entry again. Yes, maybe. Let's keep watching. Thanks, Houston. Great analysis. You are very welcome, my friend. And guys, this is it. Don't forget to like, share with your friends, and subscribe as well. Next, I will try to cover silver and also palladium. Okay. So that's it for now. Thanks again for your time, your patience, and your support. I will see you guys soon. Don't forget to like the video, guys. Yes, please, please. Thank you, guys. I will be back soon. See ya.